Hello friends, my name is Willow and welcome back to Wytchwood. I really enjoyed doing all this questing and crafting, so hopefully you are enjoying it as well. And if you are, then keep watching because I think we're about to collect our first few souls today. Let's hop right in. Gotta find the shard in the swamp. Destroy the fairy shrines in the forest. For the snake. We gotta investigate the bandits. So we gotta get into the bandit camp, and I think that required the dolls. Yeah. The leech. Okay. Crafted a few of those, I know. Death certificate from the leech. Craft a necromac drake fang from the swamp. Wellwater, forest, twigs, cinderbox. How do we collect them? Okay. Let's try to do the bear first, because I think that's gonna be the easiest. Okay. I hate the way you read these. Does that count as well water? I am at the bottom of a well. Okay. I collect this while I'm here, just in case I gotta make more jars. Okay, so I do have 5 jars of water. Okay, then we can go back to the bear, brew him some honey mead, hope for the best. Alright. Ooh. Sorry, but if there's cinders, I gotta get him. Damn, he's mad. Haha. Alright. You open the brewery to inspect its complicated innards. Jar of water. You slosh cool, clear water into the brewery's main tank. Not the best base for potion brewing, but you want to preserve that honey mead flavor. Twigs. You snap kindling pieces and scatter it into the bottom compartment of the brewery. Should be fuel enough for the job. You open up the brewery to inspect its complicated innards. No, not yet. Cinderbox. With the heat of a cinderbox, you set the stove chamber of the brewery alight. Bring the tank to a rolling boil. The hiss of steam, the sound of boiling water, the rattling brewery is ready for the next step in the process. Of course, I'll need honey for the mead. That quartermaster said he was coming back from the apiary in the fields, so I best try there. Then I'll need a proper magical binder and a token of the bear to seal the spell. Something in this camp ought to do the trick. The frothing basin of the brewery stands ready for the right ingredients. Honey, metamorphosis elixir, torn teddy bear. Alright, we're looking for a torn teddy bear. I said it should be somewhere around this camp. And that's a token to represent the bear. Was it? No, G is the witch's eye. Through the open tent flap, you catch a glimpse of pillaged trinkets and treasures scattered about the spacious interior. You surmise that one of these precious objects might contain enough magical essence to use as a token for the bear. Your eyes only have a moment to linger upon the giant fur-lined bed before a hand pulls the door flap shut, the sergeant to give you a disapproving glare as he ushers you away. Hey, you can't go in there. This is the bear's personal tent. You know the kind of hell that would break loose if he finds out someone's been snooping. Don't worry, I'll be careful. Seems like your men are keeping him distracted anyway. You glance over at the bear as he tosses aside a soldier like a sack of potatoes. No way, no how. If you think this is bad, just wait until he finds out there's no more honey mead. If you're so afraid of that stomping brood, why don't you just slip away into the night? Surely it would prolong your life a little. And abandon all my friends? We soldiers gotta stick together. It's our only chance. If only there was some way to stand up to the bear. Thought seems to cross the sergeant's mind as he notices the potions and baubles hanging about your belt. Say, you're good with magical doodads and whatsits, right? What if you made me a sort of protective charm or talisman? Then I could maybe have a chance against that monster without getting my head stoved in. If I make you a protective talisman, will you let me into his tent? I suppose I wouldn't have much to worry about if you did. Okay, protective talisman. Okay. Then we need... Okay, so I need this bad boy. Dog hair. I need more bug ichor. Okay, to make this bad boy, I need magic paste. the gemstone. And how do I make magic paste again? Oh, I can simply make it. Okay. And then for... what did I need to make as well? Okay. So I just need bug ichor, and I need dog hair. So I need to put that dog to sleep again, but good thing I have that shit. Yeah. Cool. I already made apothecary humors, so... right, apothecary humors and necromantic charm. There we go. Oh, I can craft a necromantic charm. Cool. So I've got that, I've got that. So I need the fang from the drake in the swamp. Crafted that, and then the death certificate from the leech. Okay. Excuse me. Alright, so now we got some ways forward. Let's go ahead. Let's get some bug ichor from the swamp. See what we can do about all that. Nope. Actually, no thanks. Okay. Oh, wait. So, the ones that aren't red are the nice ones. Wait. Are the ones that won't murder me. A bait stick and then interact. Okay, so that's the drake. So I need a sacrifice and shears in order to get that fang. Okay, and then for the sacrifice, that's this bad boy, so I need... oh, I can do it. Done. Alright. So we'll swap that with this bad boy. Swap that. Yay! Hee. Okay, beautiful. Alrighty. I'll collect these guys just in case. I'm gonna get more frog slime just because I can. Alright. Embalming salts. And then I guess I'll get these bad boys while I'm here. Okay. Okay. That's it. I got the fang. Cool. And then I need... right. So for the leech. Drake fang from the swamp. Done. So I just need the death certificate for this bad boy. And then what did I need for the metamorphosis? Oh, there's so much to remember. So for this, I need nothing else. I got that. Okay. So for this, so I need this. I need dog hair. That's what I need. Done. So I need dog hair and then go to the bee place. Okay. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. The scroll wheel using the mouse always goes the wrong way that I think. It goes the opposite direction that I anticipate, and I never learn. Alright, frog slime. I don't like those guys. Alright, ma'am. Alright, gotta talk to the leech again. Excuse me. The shadowy doctor prowls amongst the cots, eyeing the weakest patients with a dark hunger. She snaps a quivering tentacle at you as you approach. Not a step closer. Who knows what sorts of disgusting maladies you might be carrying? Yes, I'm a pox-ridden wretch, I know. But I need a death certificate from you. Specifically of the short bearded man we spoke about. His wife is in no condition to roll her chair through the swamp, so she's asked me to collect it for her. I don't simply give out death certificates to anyone claiming to be someone's aunt, grandmother, or friend. This is a legitimate operation. She turns her back to you and rummages through a nearby medicinal closet. Now, where has that syrup got to? Don't tell me we're already out. What's the matter? Out of stock? It's a shame you don't have the time to go out yourself. She tenses at your continued presence. What are you getting at? Medicine for that death certificate. I think that's a fair trade, don't you? You would barter when people's lives are on the line? Fine, you'll have your paperwork, you filthy degenerate. Clearly too angry to speak with you, she shovels a list of required medicinal supplies into your hands. Great. I already have enough. Dragonfly wing, I need skeeter snoots. Okay. And to catch the skeeters, I know I need smoke. Oh, and I can craft hell. That's all I need. So let me get those skeeter snoots right now, which sounds like something completely fake. And then we can go on back. Alright, where are these skeeters? Alright. Where's another skeeter? Anybody? Alright, I got the Drake thing in there. What do we need in here? Okay, the death certificate. Okay. Got the charm. Gotcha. Apothecary humors, yeah. So I just need that death certificate, and that should be given to me right after this. Okay, right now I don't need those. Okay. Shell. I don't know what I'll need those shells for, but... Lovely. Ah, I got 2 for the price of 1. How delicious. Alright. So I just need to go back with that and get the death certificate, and then I'll finish the obelisks, and then maybe that's the end of this leech section, question mark? But that doesn't tell me how to go back and get the leech's soul, because I'm assuming I need her soul. Right? That's why I'm doing this quest. I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. But I have everything she needs. There we go. I've run your errands, now I must really insist on that death certificate. There's no need to get prickly, I have your papers right here. The leech extends her moist arm and thrusts a poorly written note in your hands. You shake the mucus from the paper and try to decipher the loopy, illegible scribbles. You're not even sure that the leech spelled the poor man's name right, but you're supposed it's better than nothing. Next time I need a doctor's note, I'm better off forging the signature myself. Take it. Alright. Now we finish off. Okay. Oh, that's the mirror shard. I see. That's what they're all dancing around. Okay, but what if Stick Totem needs a snag vine? Okay. There we go. The carvings on the ground burn with renewed energy, driving away the overgrowth. You're quick to step away as you feel a vacuous force pull at the circle center. I suppose that's done the trick. Let's see what the writing has to say for itself now. You rotate your head to read the glowing letters on the edge of the circle. Place the vessel of the deceased, yada yada. Recite the evocation of necrodermis, blah blah. Apply the canonic open. Right. Seems straightforward enough. All I need to do now is go fetch the body of that poor fool husband. He should be here in the swamp somewhere. Woo! Alright. I'm just gonna get all this shit. It's so convenient anytime I need something and I already have it all. And it's like, haha, I don't have to go harvest any of it. Because I already have a ton. Ooh, ugh, this must be where that nurse has been dumping the surplus of corpses. I'll need to take a closer look at each one to find the right fellow. Similar, but perhaps, but not the right body. Where on earth is that stinking body? You'd think I'd be able to find him among the dead here. You watch a particularly bloated fly land on a rotting hand poking out of the muck. Its disgusting proboscis probes at the withered flesh. Two globular red eyes slowly unglue themselves and swiggle and boggle at the insect. Huge slime-covered tongue lashes out and pulls the hapless fly into the gaping toothless maw, along with most of the sunken corpse. Well, I suppose that explains where my misplaced man went. Where is that corpse? Where's the Frog King? Oh. Okay. So now what do I do? Frog, can it be a lovely young morsel wandered its way into my palace? You call this filthy bog a palace? He throws his head back, shaking the swamp with burbling laughter. Smaller frogs and newts scurry out of the way to avoid being crushed by his enormous bulk. Har har har, wouldn't you? This place is a veritable bounty of insects, and my subjects have such healthy appetites, so they will all grow big and strong. I'd eat you too, but that head of yours looks much too hard. Prefer my food nice and tender. And look, you wouldn't perchance have seen an old man pass through here, about yay high, full beard, deadish? Frog taps his fingers against a log, grinning an impossibly large grin. Oh yes, I do believe I've seen a chap. He had such a delectable aroma and fall off the bone ribs. But sorry to say that when something goes down the hatch, it never sees the light of day again. We'll see about that. I'm sure I could come up with some just desserts for you. The frog rolls his eyes around and around as if daring you to try something. Digestive tablets. Okay. Let's see how we make those bad boys. Okay, I need an eye of newt and goblin snot. Do I know of any newts? Okay, maybe it's alongside. Because I don't really go this way normally, right? Like sideways. Troll. A fat troll sits squarely in the middle of the bridge, scratching its itch on the back of a fallen tree. His unmatched girth blocks the path forward. Out of the way, you big galoot. He shifts his mass and releases a loud fart as you attempt to circumvent him. Oof! Fine, keep your bridge. I'll come back when the vapors have dispersed. Owie! Okay, wait, actually. Okay, I'm not seeing anything particularly like new or unique that I really need, you know? So I don't know where I would get Eye of Newt. These animated wooden effigies seem engaged in a ritualistic dance. They march in stiff patterns around a reflective piece of glass embedded in the soft ground. You lean in for a better look, just long enough to make out the shards mirror its surface, reflecting the ghostly image of the moon. You think to reach in and grab it, but the swinging limbs of dancing totems are too dense and quick. Out of the way, you overgrown twigs. Maybe I can get them to shift their attention to some other glittering bauble. A moonlight globe. Alright. How do we do that? I need a totemic moon drop. And a glitter bomb. Okay. So how do I get a totemic moon drop? So we're looking for Eye of Newt and a totemic moon drop. Maybe it's like trapped in... Oh, is that a newt? Poisonous newt with a bait stick. Okay, hold on. Okay. What else do I need? So I need an Eye of Newt. And then Goblin Snot. Okay. Ow, motherfucker. Oh yeah, we get 2 eyes. Lovely. Okay. So now we got the Eye of Newt. Now we just need the Goblin Snot. Alright. Okay. Now I'm trying to think of what a goblin looks like. Oh, you know what? Is it this little freak that's running around? Yeah, Dreadful Doll. What? What do I do? Oh. There we go. I see. It just dropped it. Alright. Okay, so I actually can craft this now. So let's go back. I'm just trying to complete literally one fucking task at a time, and it really makes it difficult. There's just always another quest. And you know, people commented that about this game, and that'd be fine. But I don't know, I guess when I'm filming like a YouTube series, I'm always just worried that people will get sick and tired of me fucking questing. Maybe, I don't know. But we'll find out, shall we? Yeah, let me know in the comments if games like this get really boring after a while and you wouldn't want me to play them again. Or if you want to see how all this wraps up. Your Majesty, I must find the whereabouts of that gentleman. Perhaps this small tribute will persuade you to loosen your tongue. The frog gulps down the tantalizing meal without a thought. Ah, delectable gift. Thank you, my pretty. Now, I already told you where. His nostrils flare for a moment. Then he sneezes, sending specks of wet mucus flying. The frog's throat suddenly expands, filling with gas. The belch that erupts from its lips resonates so loudly that the entire swamp ceases its buzzing. You avert your eyes, but the noise and smell of the frog's explosive eruption almost knock you off your feet. Great Glinda's ghost! What a stench! The frog wobbles on its legs, looking thoroughly emptied. He teeters before rolling his huge body back into the swamp. With a thunderous splash, you spot the slippery body of her husband floating in the bog water. Luckily, he seems to be missing some bits and pieces, so he should fold up quite nicely. Stuff him in your satchel! Sorry, bestie, but I gotta stuff you in my satchel because I gotta carry you to reanimate your corpse. Circle of Powers is ready and waiting for its necromantic purpose. Corpse. With considerable effort, you unfold the husband's decaying body from your satchel and slap it down in the middle of the circle. Invisible shackles wrap around the corpse's limbs and pull it spread eagle against the ground. Strange mists rise from the obelisks, casting everything in a sickening green light. Slowly but surely, the corpse begins to levitate off the ground. It rotates to face each obelisk one by one. Oh, get on with it. I haven't got all day. You give the rotting head a good kick as it passes by you. With a gasp of stale air, the body drops to the ground. Suddenly, it bolts upright. Well, hello there. You caused me quite a lot of trouble, you know that? The reanimated corpse claws at its throat. Oh, sorry, wait a moment. Near your feet, you see a disembodied tongue flopping around on the ground like a worm. You scoop it up and quickly toss it into the man's gaping mouth. He moves his jaw, his lurching voice seems to emanate from someplace beyond. Murderer! What? I'm not. You were quite dead when I found you. No, leech! Murdered me! He clutches at his hollow chest as if trying to feel his heart beating. Gave me plague, drained my blood. Leech murdered others. He swings a limp arm towards the body-filled bog. I knew there was some awful stink about that sick house. What sort of doctor infects her own patients? Check her office. Find proof. Don't you worry. I'll make sure that parasite gets what's coming to her. But you should head back home. Your wife is worried half to death about you. He turns and looks longingly over his shoulder. You can hear his vertebrae popping. Yes, I'm late. As he shambles into the choking mist, he gives you a crooked nod of thanks. Thank you. Alright, now I'm gonna go fuck Leech up, bro. How dare you murder sick patients? Actually, not even sick patients, bro. You make them sick in order to get them to fucking... Never mind. Whatever. Alright, excuse me, ma'am. Do you know your boss is a murderer? Excuse me. While the leech is busy with your patients, you rifle through the contents of various cabinets in her office, mostly dried herbs and potions. Nothing seems to be out of the ordinary. That is until you notice a suspicious-looking bookcase set against the wall. The books are all fake, just chopped down spines glued to a solid plank. Your fingers race across the medical titles and quickly find a loose volume. With a click of a switch, the whole bookcase swings open. To reveal something, your heart jumps at the sight. Racks upon racks of bottled blood are arranged like fine wines. Each vessel meticulously catalogs the name, description, and age of its source. Looks like this thirsty slug's been zapping the living for years. On a nearby table, you spy a decanter filled with ruby red liquid. You wonder whose blood it contains. A dash of salt would remind that slimy worm that there's worse things out there than bloodsuckers. Can I, like... spirit salts? Or... right? That's what it told me to use? You sprinkle a generous amount of embalming salts collected from the graves of the leech's victims into the decanter. As the salt dissolves into the bloody cocktail, you hear the telltale squelching of the good doctor's approach. What are you doing? Can't you see this is my private office? I already helped you enough, so there's no reason you ought to be here. She hastily shuffles you out of the room. Now get out. This place is only for the sick. You're certainly right about that. You walk just out of sight before doubling back to hide behind a withered get-well bouquet. You peer at the vexed leech as she slithers around her office, checking every cabinet and locker for tampering. She mutters something expletive about nosy old women. Satisfied, she sighs with relief and reaches to pour herself a glass from the tainted decanter. That addition of black fever adds a certain nutty quality. Maybe it will pair well with an infusion of peat moss palsy in the next batch. She takes a sip, waiting just a moment before throwing her head back and guzzling it all down. Lovely. Sharp flavor. Full body, too. Suddenly, the leech snaps to attention. Her limbs dart out, writhing with uncontrollable gestures. She stabilizes herself against the table as sweat pools on her brow. The decanter shatters against the floor in an explosion of glass. What's happening? The leech spasms as the tendrils of ghostly spirits begin to suck the moisture from her body. You watch as she dwindles in size, shrinking like some horrible raisin. Hee hee hee. You inspect the mummified worm, pressing it between your fingers lightly. Aha! Click the soul of the leech. Drained by the very spirit she was supposed to be healing. In your fingertips, you make out the faintest of heartbeats. The soul of the leech. Nice! We got one, folks. Oh, hi, baby. I don't believe it. This was happening right under my nose the whole time? Aw, so she was genuinely a nice nurse that was trying her best. Alright. So now we just need dog hair. Yeah, what do we need for that piece? This guy, but we don't know where totemic moondrop is. Actually, totemic, that's totem. So where is there a totem here? There was a glittering totem somewhere, question mark, right? But I know they call the... Oh, maybe if I fuck up a totem, one of those guys, with a snag vine, then it'll... Yeah, there we go. Alright, now what can I make? I can't remember what I was doing that for. This. Okay, now I can get the shard. Maybe I can get them to shift their attention to some other glittering bauble. You cast the glowing globe into the ritual circle and watch as the wooden effigies suddenly lose coordination and knock their wooden limbs into each other. You take the opportunity to slip between their tall frames and snatch the mirror shard before their frenzied dance begins anew. Take it. Alright, we got the mirror shard. Sick. So now we're just looking to destroy the totems. Oh my goodness. I do this thing where I hiccup literally once, and then I'm fine. Hey, how are you two lovebirds doing down here? Love wife. Oh, so sweet. There we go, come on. Alright. I don't know what I need all these snail shells for, but I'll take them. Alright, so what do we need for the protective talisman? Is that what the dog hair is for? Yes, because we need this and that. We need dog hair, and then we got this, and then we got that, and then, yeah. So we gotta run by the apiary. I guess we'll get the dog hair first. Okay. Yeah, here's a doggy. Okay, and then what do we need for the doggy? There's Marshall, dish guy. Okay. Yeah, come over here, pup. That's a good pup. Sick. So I need to do that anyways to destroy the... Nope. Alright, now we go to... Over here, we need... This craft. This craft. Okay, we got a protective talisman there. What else do we need? Okay. For the bear, we just gotta... go to the fields. Okay, so it's just to the apiary next. Actually, low-key, I think I need rodent lard again. Yeah. To make more cinder boxes, so might as well put out some snap traps while I'm here. Fuck turkeys, bro. In the game, not IRL, because I do like turkeys in real life. Howdy do, I'm afraid we're closed for the season. Closed, but I need some of your honey right away. Sorry, our supply was cleaned out just a little while ago. Funny little man with a cart, you just missed him. Yes, I've met him. He's the quartermaster for the bear, but he had a bit of an accident on the road. I need to collect some more honey for the lakeshore camp. The bear? Well, that explains why the quartermaster purchased so dang much. I heard that lumbering bully would steal the nectar from a larva if it'd suit him. My poor bees have already worked themselves half to death for that order, and they don't have any honey left. I wish I could do something to help you, but the only honey left in the entire apiary is Her Majesty's personal reserve. Her Majesty? Why, my sweet spring flower, the jewel of my crown, the golden sun of my... Yes, get on with it. My beloved queen, she's as lovely as she is wise and resides over her flowered kingdom. Her shrill voice pierces the meadow and sends chills down your spine. Slave, where is my dinner? I order you to bring me the finest sunflowers. Right away, my love. And make it pretty this time. I don't want another one of your dandelion bouquets like some common wasp. Yes, my sweet. I think I'd better have an audience with this queen myself. Excuse me, ma'am. Alright, I'll take that shit myself. Queen? Oh no, those are bees. The regal insect looks down her curled nose at you scornfully. That fool beekeeper is supposed to stop the rabble from trampling my delicate garden. Good help is so hard to find, isn't it? And I suppose you've come to lend a hand? No, I don't think so. What do you want, little beetle? You seem like a very busy woman, so I won't waste your time. I need honey, your best honey. She tilts her long neck back and lets out a buzzing laugh. Ha! Do you think I simply give my carefully cultivated riches to just any commoner? Do you have any idea how much time and energy is spent managing this colony? Everyone always wants something, but nobody ever wants to work for it. In the rustle of petals, the beekeeper comes running over, holding an assortment of beautiful prairie flowers. My darling sweetheart, I offer you the finest meadow flowers. I hope you find these to your liking. Is this marigold? You wax-brained fool, you know I despise this stuff. How many times must I repeat myself? Get out of my sight, all of you. My love, I have wronged you. Let me try again. You follow the beekeeper a short distance away, but he busies himself picking more flowers. She seems to be in a foul mood. Does she always treat you like this? Well, yes, but it's really usually my own fault. Sometimes when she gets her venom up, a little bit of smoke and soothing herbs calms her right down. Smoke, you say? I'm sure I could come up with something to even out her mood. Royal incense recipe. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Smoke, witch spice, sporific potion. So I need water. This I got. And I need to smoke. Okay, so I just need a jar of water. That's easy. How do y'all not have little water pumps? Oh, there was one down there, but this is actually going to be quicker. I guess it probably wasn't quicker, but whatever. It worked. Yay. Back up. That's all I needed it for. Like, girl, you can just throw down the bucket, you know. Alright. Actually, let's go ahead and craft that incense, because I can. Sporific potion. We go. Whee! Yay! There we go. Lovely. Don't you worry, sir. We will get your honey right away. Oh, look at all that. Well, now what? You sneak! Do you honestly believe that your little puff of smoke can... The queen fans herself lightly as the world begins to push and pull all around her. Ooh, does anyone else feel a little hot? Anyways, as I was saying, you can't just... The sparkling sun bears down on the queen like a warm summer's embrace. My, look at all these beautiful colors. Have they always been so bright? The queen bee stretches her arms across the sea of flowers, brushing the tips of their petals gleefully. She arches her limbs through the myriad of colors swirling about her head. It's gorgeous. Oh, and what's that delicious smell? Cracking into the waxen walls of her hive, the queen pulls out golden honeycomb. She proceeds to messily stuff the honey into her face. Delectable. Oh, it's so good. You simply have to try some, my dear. I've never tasted anything so delicious in my life. She offers up a sticky handful to you. Why, thank you, my queen. Thank you. That's all I needed. Then we just gotta go brew some honey mead. And then maybe that's the end of the bear? Question mark? It's fine to have a little bit longer of an episode. Y'all don't mind. Alright, we made it. Let's see what this does. Alrighty. So we got a protective. Yep, there we go. Ah, shit, I better find some more stuff to test it out with, then I'll give that bear a piece of my mind. Stumbles off to the camp to find other objects to try against his newfound protection, leaving the bear's tent unattended. Give me that teddy bear, bro. Ooh. Free shit. Honestly, cute tent. Alright, nothing else. Exit. Alrighty. Damn, it's going crazy. Honey. As you squeeze the honeycomb with your bare hands, thick, rich honey slowly oozes into the brewer's tank. Too sweet for your taste, so then this potion's not for you. Metamorphosis elixir. You ladle out a good portion of writhing tar-like substance into the brewery. To be safe, you add a little bit more, just for texture. Teddy bear! You pause before dropping the tattered plaything into the brewery. A glint in its button eye reminds you of something, but the thought soon evaporates from your mind. You overturn your palm and the stuffed bear splashes down into the concoction, floats sadly for a moment before becoming waterlogged and disappearing under the surface. With the addition of the final ingredient, the brewing equipment is sealed and set to work. Steam hisses from rivets, and its swollen metal body clinks and rattles. Before long, the waggling fingers of the gauges and dials settle down, indicating that the brew is complete. You give a quick sniff test and recoil at the sickeningly sweet vapors. You push an empty wooden keg under the contraption's spigot and crank the release valve. The brewery strains under the pressure and fills the keg with chunky, oozing fluid. May not be the finest honey made around, but hopefully that great raging galoot wants not to notice the difference. Take the keg. Hey, good sir. Ah, Captain, I've brought you more honey mead. The bear swipes up the tankard with his massive paw and tosses the contents into his slavering maw without hesitation. He licks his chops, savoring that peculiar flavor. With a sudden jerk, he bears down on you with suspicion. Say, this tastes kind of funny. What did you do, soldier? It's an, new recipe. I thought you might enjoy something with a little more sting in it. Rah! You know I hate new things. It'll teach you to mess with my favorite brew, you hayseed. Bears upon you with frightening speed. He raises the huge mace in his paw skyward, and you brace for the impact. With an equal measure of speed, the sergeant leaps between the crashing mace and your head. You peer through your fingers as a great clang resounds through the camp. Bear roars furiously as his blow is magically repelled from the sergeant's talisman. The mace goes spinning out of his paw and falls into the lake with a great splash. He gapes, dumbfounded, as the sergeant stands before him completely unharmed. Ha! That'll teach you to pick on us, you big oaf. This has been a long time coming. That sergeant wags his finger at the bear. Who do you think you are, huh? You think you're so big and tough with your fancy feather hat and your big honkin' club? Well, look at you now. Cap's soldiers gathered to witness in stunned awe. Miraculously, the bear seems to shrink in the face of the sergeant's onslaught. If it was up to me, you'd be dishonorably discharged for disorderly conduct. You're a disgrace to the uniform. You're no captain of mine. With fear welling up in his eyes, the bear shrinks and shrinks until he's reduced to the size of a small cat. And another thing, what's happening? In place of the bear's drunken grimace is the stitched smile of a doll's grin. Two button eyes stare back at the disapproving faces surrounding the little plush toy. The sergeant takes a step back to reveal the small shape of a stuffed teddy bear where the brute once stood. Your transformative potion has finally done its work. Gee, I guess I overdid it. He scratches his head in befuddlement, but seems genuinely relieved. Hey, Sarge, I guess that means you're in charge now, right? Oh, yeah, I guess it does. Well, what are y'all standing around for? Camp's a mess. Let's get to work. You pick up the diminutive doll and brush some sand off of its fur. As you inspect it further, its head lolls to face you. Far within the glassy surface of its button eyes, you can barely make out a tiny crimson flame, the trapped soul of the bear. This ought to be what that old goat is after. I hope he's happy. Amazing! Alrighty, folks, that is it for this episode of Wytchwood. We've got 2 souls. I can't remember how many we need exactly, but of a lot more. Because what, we've got 4 or 5 locked areas that we haven't been able to get into yet, so we will see what comes from this. But if you would like me to continue this series and continue on showing you guys this soul collecting, please let me know in the comments. If you'd rather me move on to another game, also let me know that. But please like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you like me and my content. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!